Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another TEW 2020 Experiment video here. In today's episode we will be asking the question, what if Johnny Gargano was All Elite? What if he joined All Elite Wrestling AEW? Now of course in December of 2021 Johnny Gargano's NXT contract expiring after him being in NXT for what feels like a lifetime at this point. Mr. NXT really, winning all the gold possible there. Some of them on multiple occasions. But with him leaving NXT, with him having this opportunity to go out to other companies to fight other superstars, people have been wondering where he will go next. You know, in real life, most likely after taking a lot of time off, really, to focus on his family with the baby on the way. So it could be a while before we found out what is next for him, wrestling-wise. But instead of waiting that long, today we'll be using TEW 2020 to have a look at what could happen if he does decide to join AEW. Now, as you can see here, I have put Johnny Gargano into AEW. He is currently employed, a 2-year contract, I think, starting here Monday, week 1, January 2022. Popularity, 50 across the board in the USA. Skills, very good in ring. You'll be shocked to hear, I'm sure. Will be interesting to see how he gets on in AEW as I go to AEW. As you can see, you know, the landscape, TNT champ Sammy Guevara, world champ Adam Page, tag champs Penta El Zero and Rey Fenix. Plenty of titles available for Johnny to win, to do well with. It'll be interesting to see, because also you gotta remember AEW, a pretty stacked roster name-wise. Punk, Jericho, Danielson, Moxley, Omega. You got Rhodes, Cage, Miro, Page, Malachi Black's here, Adam Cole, Pac. So many superstars, which leaves the case of so many superstars for Gargano to have these great high-rated matchups with, of course. But also, with all these incredibly good superstars as well, Gargano fighting for screen time, fighting for opportunities on shows and pay-per-views, fighting to be in that title picture with all these other names also doing the same. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. It could go two ways. He could get those opportunities early, fly up, you know, skills and popularity-wise, and end up doing very well. Or he doesn't get used as much and he kind of just stagnates in AEW for 2 years. And I'm interested to see which one it will be. So, without further ado, let's simulate forward 2 years till the end of his AEW contract and answer the question, what if Johnny Gargano was All Elite? And here we are, Monday, week 1, July 2024. I went to January and then decided to go a little bit further forward, 6 months more, just to see what happened after Gargano's contract ran out. Would he resign? Would he move somewhere else? Maybe back to NXT, over to WWE's main roster? Looking at these awards, rest of the year so far, Andrade. So at the very least, Andrade's had a very good time of things. Team of the year, the Young Bucks. Some things never change. Match of the year, DDT. Who are also company of the year, actually. DDT having a very nice time of things over in Japan at the moment. Young wrestler Kento Kobun, veteran wrestler Bryan Danielson, no surprise. Becky Lynch, female wrestler. This is really having no shocks, is it? DDT's latest pay-per-view had a 68. It's okay, I guess. I know that's company of the year material, but moving on to the main point. What we're here to look for, Johnny Gargano, who, at the moment, is unemployed. Which, probably not a good sign for his AEW run. Let's go to his match history. And let's go to 2022. So, his first year, he had 19 matches. 13 wins, 6 losses. A positive record, but just not many matches in general. Majority of his matches seem to be tag team matches. 6-man tag team matches. He teamed with Varsity Blondes, the Seidel brothers. Throughout February and March, he had a big feud. He was with the Dark Order taking on Team Taz. And then, the vast majority of his time here, he was been feuding with Team Taz from February all the way to May. Him and various members of the Dark Order, largely, have been taking on Team Taz in 6-man tag matches week after week. Then he got some singles matches. He got his match of the year in August against Andrade El Idolo, where Johnny lost by disqualification. But an 86 match, 70 from Johnny, 84 Andrade. Johnny doing all right there. And then ending the year teaming with the Dark Order to take on the Varsity Blondes and various partners, Tony Nese, Daniel Garcia, and Joey Janela. His first year in AEW, not the best, really, it has to be said. I mean, match-wise, doing okay, but storyline-wise, he's a member of the Dark Order, I suppose, who are in feud with Team Taz, and he's working with them on that. He's winning matches, 13 wins, only 6 losses. One of those by DQ at the very least against Andrade. A banging match with Andrade. Johnny Gargano and Andrade. We all know how great a match they can have, don't we, from NXT. So that's unsurprising, but still, nowhere near any title pictures or anything like that. Johnny, not the best start of things. In his second year, and what turned out to be his last year, 2023 with AEW, he fought a bit more, 24 matches, but a worse record, 11 wins, 13 losses. Average rating of 78, though. Going for it, no matches in January. One match in February where he lost to Adam Cole for an 81. Johnny and Adam Cole have banging matches. That's not surprising either. Then into March, back teaming with the Dark Order. And then FTR taking on the Varsity Blondes and various people. Teamed with Proud and Powerful. He lost one-on-one to Pac for an 80. What I'm gathering from this is Johnny's wins are coming in 6-man tags. And then in the singles matches, he's just losing. But he's not losing like nobody. He's lost to Adam Cole, loses to Pac. In June, he lost to Andrade El Idolo clean for a 91. His highest rated matchup in AEW. He got 79 there. Andrade got an 87. A very good match. Once again, Johnny Gargano Andrade. No surprise there. And then going on, more 6-man tag matches against the Pinnacle and the Varsity Blondes. Reteaming with the Dark Order. Losing to Pac and the Hybrid 2. Bouncing around. Then you go into September and he had 2 more singles matches. Losing to Malachi Black and then Chris Jericho, both by DQ. And 86 for that match between Johnny Gargano and Malachi Black. I mean, like Andrade, Gargano and Aleister Black in NXT having great matches. So once again, not very surprising. AEW bringing Johnny in to go in 6-man tag matches largely here. But then also deciding to just play some of his NXT highlights when possible. Also giving first-time matchups like this match with Jericho, ending in DQ. Gargano, the better performer there with a 70 to Jericho's 68. 79 for the match, done okay. And then back into tag matches, team with Eddie Kingston, Dark Order, FTR. Loses in December to Jon Moxley. When he gets to this point, though, remember, his contract's running out. They've decided they're not renewing it. So putting over Moxley and MJF for 80 and 82s respectively. And then also in December, him and Proud and Powerful beating Kip Sabian and Varsity Blondes by a DQ. And then leaving the company on a win as him and the Dark Order team up to beat Daniel Garcia in 2.0. He got a 71 for that. So a decent performance to go out. But overall, Johnny Gargano's time in AEW, not the best, has to be said. I mean, since leaving, he's unemployed. He had one match where he beat Jesse Neal at Big Time Independent Wrestling from Missouri in May. Just kind of floating around, taking some more time off to be with Candice and his kid, I'll assume, and canon for you. But like I said at the start, AEW, a big roster. Johnny Gargano not getting much of a sniff in the top end of the scene, being used in matches with the bigger guys they want to put over, but then losing to them. Popularity increase in the past year. He was a 61, he went up to a 62. I think he started in a 50, so he went from a 50s to 61 in the first year, a big rise, but then 61 to 62, a worse record in the second year, maybe a bit understandable. I'll just look for the Power 500. He was 54 in 2021, 142 in 2022, and then in 2023 he finished 62, so he still did alright in that department. AEW wise, looking at the champions, the tag champs are the Young Bucks, unsurprisingly. El Zero and Phoenix lost to Ortiz and Santana, lost to Private Party, and then FTR won it, lost it to the Young Bucks. FTR won it, lost it to the Young Bucks. TNT champs, Sammy lost it to Adam Cole, lost it to Christian, lost it to Moxley. Sammy won it back, who lost it to Pac, and then Sammy won it back for a third time, 3-time champ Sammy Guevara, who lost it to the current champ Adam Page, meaning Adam Page lost his world championship to Cody Rhodes, Adam Page holding the belt for just 6 months, lost it to Cody, who held it for 9 months, who lost it to Darby Allin. Darby Allin was the man, if I'm not wrong, who beat Cody for the TNT title, so beating him for the world as well. Darby Allin holding the title from April to November before losing to the current champ Andrade El Idolo. And Andrade seems to have had a very good time of things. In the Power 500s at least, he was number 4 last year and he's number 1 in 2023. And he's currently predicted to finish Wrestler of the Year in this year as well, so Andrade doing very, very well. AEW champ, AAA Mega champ, and the Crash Heavyweight champ. Very good for Andrade, but not so good for Gargano. As I think that's it for today. So the answer to the question of what if Johnny Gargano was All Elite seems to be not much happens really. Gargano in a lot of matches, you know, largely 6-man tags though, and largely putting over in singles matches guys AEW would rather push over him, like MJF and Andrade. But still, Gargano putting on matches that are absolute bangers at the very least, so even in AEW some things never change. But that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this TEW 2020 experiment video. Leave a comment down below if you have any requests for what if scenarios you'd like to see played out in TEW 2020. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel for more updates, and thank you for watching.